let's talk about one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, sometimes confusing parts of Microsoft Word, the Review tab. My goal today is simple, to take you on a complete journey through this feature. So by the end, all that chaos will turn into total clarity. You're going to be a document crow. All right, let's get into it. So here's our roadmap. We'll start with what the Review tab even is. Then we'll look at how to polish up your own draft before anyone else sees it. After that, we'll dive into managing feedback with comments, mastering group projects with track changes, and finally, how to finalize and protect your masterpiece. We'll wrap up with some pro tips to make sure everything goes smoothly. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You get a document back from your team, and it's a total mess. One person used red text, another sent back a whole separate file, and you're stuck trying to piece it all together. It's a nightmare. Well, that exact chaos is what the Review tab was designed to fix. So let's start at square one. What exactly is this tab, and why should you even care? Think of it as your central command center for everything that happens after you've written your first draft. Basically, it's a whole collection of tools built for quality control. It doesn't matter if you're just proofreading your own school paper or you're working with a huge team on a critical report. This tab has everything you need to check your work, get feedback, and manage all those changes from different people without losing your mind. Now, before you even think about sharing your document, the very first review always starts with you, and that's where the proofing group of tools comes into play. This is all about getting your own draft looking as clean and professional as possible. You can think of this section as your personal built-in editor. It's your first line of defense against embarrassing typos or clunky grammar. By using these tools first, you make sure that when other people finally see your work, they can actually focus on your ideas, not on fixing your spelling mistakes. Word gives you these really obvious visual hints to help you spot problems. I mean, you've seen these a million times. That wavy red line, that's Word gently tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, you might have a spelling mistake here. The green, or sometimes it's blue, wavy line does the exact same thing for grammar and style. So how do you fix them? It's incredibly easy. You just click that spelling and grammar button up top, or even faster, just hit the F7 key. A little panel pops up, shows you the mistake, and gives you a few suggestions. You look it over, and if you like the suggestion, you just click Change. That's it. It's a super simple process for a much, much cleaner document. But good writing isn't just about being error-free. It's about being effective. Do you ever feel like you're using the same word over and over again? Well, just highlight a word, hit Shift plus F7, and boom, the thesaurus pops up with a list of synonyms. It's such a quick way to make your writing sound smarter and more engaging. It can really elevate it from just being correct to being captivating. And if you love working fast, these shortcuts are going to be your best friends. F7 for your spell check, Shift plus F7 for the thesaurus, and Control plus Shift plus G for a quick word count. But wait, there's more in this section. You've also got tools for language and accessibility. You can translate bits of text or even the whole document, which is amazing for working with international teams. And the accessibility checker, so important. It helps make sure people with disabilities can read your document easily. A quick check here makes your work accessible to so many more people. Okay, so your solo draft is polished, it's accessible, it's ready to go. Now it's time to get some other eyes on it. And this is where we shift from working on our own to managing input from other people. The star of the show here is, of course, the comments feature. I absolutely love this analogy. Comments are just like digital sticky notes. They let someone give you feedback or ask a question right next to a specific sentence, but, and this is so important, it doesn't actually change a single word of your original text. So picture this sentence sitting in your report. Your boss reads it and has a great idea, but they don't want to just go in and rewrite it themselves. So what do? They just highlight the text, click New Comment, or hit the shortcut Control plus Alt plus M, and a little conversation bubble appears on the side of the page. They can type their thoughts right in there. It's perfect because it lets you have a whole conversation right inside the document, and none of it will ever show up if you print it. And managing all these comments is super straightforward. You can add new ones, you can reply to someone else's comment to start a little thread. You can use the previous and next buttons to easily jump between all the feedback. And of course, you can delete a comment once you've handled it. Okay, now we're getting to the real core of collaboration. Comments are fantastic for suggestions. They're a conversation about the text. But what happens when your teammates need to make direct edits to the text? This is where things get serious, and it's where the tracking and changes groups become absolutely critical. Track changes is your ultimate safety net. The moment you turn it on, every single change, every deletion, every new word, even formatting changes, gets recorded and marked up visually. Nothing gets changed without you knowing about it. It makes teamwork transparent, and best of all, everything is reversible. The shortcut for this lifesaver is Control plus Shift plus E. And this shows you exactly how it works. On the left, you've got the original sentence. Then, on the right, with track changes on, you can see exactly what happened. The word report has a line through it. It was deleted. The words final draft and ready are underlined and in color. They were added. You can see the entire history of that sentence at a single glance. Now, seeing the changes is only the first step. The changes group is your control panel for deciding what to do with them. For every single edit someone makes, you get to be the judge. You can accept it, which makes the change permanent. Or you can reject it, which gets rid of the edit and puts your original text back. The previous and next buttons let you hop from one change to the next. And you actually have a lot of control here. You can go one by one, which is usually the safest bet, or if you're working with someone you really trust, you can use accept all changes. Just a little word of caution. Be very, very careful with that accept all button. It's so easy to accidentally approve something you didn't mean to. It's almost always better to take your time and review each one. So we've managed individual edits, but what about the big picture? Sometimes you're not just dealing with changes inside one file, but with entirely different versions of a document. We're on the home stretch now. This is all about wrangling those versions and securing your final copy. These two tools, compare and combine, sound similar, but they solve totally different headaches. Compare is for when someone sends you back a file with changes, but they forgot to turn on track changes. Compare will put the two files side by side and create a third document that shows you every single difference. Combine, this one is the true lifesaver. It's for that nightmare scenario we talked about earlier. 3 people send you back 3 different edited files. Combine magically merges them all into one single document, with every person's edits perfectly tracked for you to review. And finally, once your document is absolutely perfect, you'll probably want to lock it down to prevent any more changes. The Protect Document feature is your answer. You can make it completely read-only, or maybe you just want to let people add comments, but not change the text. You just follow these simple steps, set a password if you want, and your final version is safe and secure. We've gone through all the tools now, but knowing what a button does is one thing, using it like a seasoned pro is another. So let's wrap this up with some best practices that will make your whole review process totally seamless and help you avoid some really common traps. Okay, if you remember anything, remember this. Make these your rules for collaboration. Rule number 1, always use track changes when you're editing someone else's document. It's just good etiquette. Use comments for conversations to keep the actual text clean. Systematically go through and accept or reject every single change. And when it's done, lock it down. This workflow will save you so much time and prevent so many headaches. And please try to avoid these common mistakes. The biggest one by far is forgetting to turn on track changes before you start editing. We've all done it, and it just creates a mess. Another classic mistake is sending out a final version that's still filled with all that red and blue markup and comments. Before you hit send, do one last sweep. Accept the changes you want, reject the ones you don't, delete all the comments, and send a clean, polished, professional document.